All right. Baltimore at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh +3. Discussed it Sunday night. There's no reason not to back the Steelers in this spot. It got up to 3.5 yesterday, immediately came down. Wise guys are moving this. The wise guy money is on. The Steelers considerably more tickets on the Ravens. That's the split. So that tells you it's a pros Joe's game. Has anything changed for you since Sunday?
No, this is a Joe Public bet, and we talked about it Sunday night. So there are still 3.5s out there at the like kind of the Joe Public books. So if you're able to bet there, I would definitely go grab that because I'm with you. This has to be 3 by kickoff. I just think they moved to 3.5 because they need the money. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. This line feels like a 3 line, should be a 3 line. We understand the Ravens offense is one of the best offenses we've seen, especially this season. I mean, they're just a juggernaut. The things Lamar can do. Like, I really did think they were dead in that Cincy game. It was just all going wrong. And you just give him a little bit of life. If you can get in a little bit of a rhythm, Lamar, he turns it on. It's unstoppable. It's crazy how good he's playing. And, I don't know if he's still favored for MVP, but it's hard to deny it. It's like there's no one else like him in the league, his style of play. So I see why the public's coming in on them. Like, it's an easier bet to make. It's more comfortable. I still don't think they fully trust this Pittsburgh team despite beating their darling in Washington. And you talk about it, like, this is just us playing a number at 3.5, especially in contests at Pittsburgh at home, a divisional game against this Ravens team, who they've always done well against. This is the only team that Lamar really struggles against in the division, especially. So, I like Pittsburgh, like the number. Tomlin is a dog. It's just good to us. It's the same thing as last week. Like, it's not easy betting against these great quarterbacks, which me and you said last week. It's not easy betting against Jay and Daniels. Same thing here with Lamar. It's just trusting the number, taking the 3.5, and trusting this defense and this matchup that they've done so well because they've seen Lamar so much. They know exactly how to play him because they've just seen it so much. The only fear to me is the Derrick Henry effect. I don't know how that's going to affect this matchup because he is such a game changer. So that's going to be the one big thing I'll be watching in this game is how they perform against Derrick Henry early on because we've seen it even since he was able to shut him down. If you can just shut him down for a little bit, they'll go away from it. They'll eventually just let it be a pass-happy offense, which Lamar has been dominant this season, but you take what you can get. I'd rather have Lamar passing than Derrick Henry running for 150 yards.
Lamar Jackson is so far and away the favorite to win MVP right now. I'm not kidding. I'm looking at the Action Network site as we speak. He is -110 to be MVP. When is the last time we saw an odds-on favorite for MVP after 10 weeks as a minus favorite?
And someone's not leading their division.
Yeah. God, that's insane.
That is crazy. Yeah, that is pretty crazy. He's that good.
That feels like a story. Someone's got to do a story about that. Matt Mitchell, get on that. Rally the troops. Someone's got to do a story about Lamar Jackson being a -110 favorite at this point for MVP in the season. Evan, when's the last time that happened? Somebody give me some answers.
Yeah, that is crazy.
So look, everything you said is true. Whenever we're betting, and we've done this a couple times with the Steelers, and we've held our nose and done it this year, including this week against the Commanders. Like, Tomlin is 58% against the spread against teams over 500. He's the most profitable coach in a generation. As a dog at home, 19-6-3, 76%. As a dog overall, 66%. John Harbaugh is a favorite, 42%. In this game between Tomlin and Harbaugh, Ravens and Steelers, the underdog has covered 79% of the time, including 18, 2, and 3 when the number is 3 or more. Lamar as a favorite of more than 3, 34% against the spread.
So that's a no-brainer, automatic in our contest of 3.5. I mean, we knew that going in. Those trends only back up exactly how we play this when we think about it. So that's great to hear.
Yeah, the hard thing with this is always, like, is it just too obvious? Are we missing it? Are we trying to catch a falling knife with the Steelers? And then you remember that they do this all the time with Doug Hodges, right?
Right.
Like,
That's my point. You want is like, dude, we bet this number with Mason Rudolph. We have to bet this with Russell Wilson. At least he's like not a functioning quarterback.
I don't know why it makes this one sort of.
All right, Simon says it. We got to make it Simon says.
All
Chad's got
right,
doubt in his
Simon
heart. Simon
says.
says 3.5. Go grab it.
Were you not planning on doing that?
No, there's another game, but I sense a little bit of doubt in the force in you, young one. I need to bring you back around. This is the game we always bet.
I've already bet it. You can look in the app. I grabbed it at 3.5.
Good man.
I've made 2 bets so far. Both of them are based on conversations we had on Sunday. But I don't know, just like for the same reasons you sort of wavered on the Colts Bills on Sunday because of Josh Allen. I waver on the.
Yeah, totally fair. Totally.
I wavered
fair.
because of Lamar.
Yeah.